everybody, Corrie Sommers here. Today we're going to be talking about how to sell my home and the 3 most important steps to getting your home sold. How to sell my home and get the best price. So, like most of us, you probably started your search online. Maybe you went to a couple websites, filled out some information to get a valuation. 93% of us are starting online for our home buying or our home selling journey. You want to pick an agent, pick someone that you connect with, pick someone who is going to really work for you. Ask some questions. Find out if they've got a team. Do they have a transaction coordinator, assistant, people that can help along during the journey? You also want an agent who's done a number of deals, a number of business. You know, there's a difference between an agent who's sold 5 homes a year versus an agent that's sold 110 or 120 homes. You gain something from that experience. You also want to make sure if you're in an escrow state that they have relationships with various escrow companies. If you're in an attorney state, you want to make sure that they have relationships with attorneys as well, because those are all integral parts of the process, and those can affect how much you get for your home, because if that deal falls apart, it's going to cost you money. Another thing when selecting your agent that you want to take into consideration is their marketing. Everyone has access to the MLS, the multiple listing service, and obviously your home is going to be uploaded there. Once it's uploaded there, it will populate to other websites, and that all depends on the technology of the company that your agent is with. But the other thing that's really unique to each agent is where they also take the marketing. Do they have a newsletter? Do they have a big database of people that they're going to promote your property to? Do they prospect? Also, what about their social media? There's so much that social media is doing these days. Do they have an Instagram? Do they have a LinkedIn account? Are they on Facebook? Are they going to go ahead and promote your home in all these places and really maximize the exposure? These things matter. What about YouTube? Are they on YouTube? Is your home going to be shot with a beautiful video that's also going to be promoted on all these social media platforms? There's just some questions for you to think about and ask about as well. What's the second most important thing when you're selling your home to get the best price? Well, quite frankly, it's the condition of your home. You want to make sure that your home is in the best condition as possible. And that means all those little unfinished projects, whether it's a screen that has a rip, whether it's a broken light plate or a switch cover that's missing, you want to take care of all those things. A fresh coat of paint. Don't think about your home as your home anymore. Now it's becoming a product to reach the most amount of people. So if you have your home beautifully decorated and you've got 4 different colors and different themes going on, you're going to want to neutralize that. And what I mean by that is you're going to want to go with like 1 coat of paint, 1 neutral color throughout the whole space. That is going to allow buyers to really envision themselves there, and you're going to be up against competition. You're going to be up against the people that have renovated their home. You're going to be up against new construction. So to get that top price, you need to be able to compete. And sometimes that might mean changing out a couple of fixtures, some faucets in the kitchen or the bathrooms. Those are really key things to getting the best price for your home. So the third most important thing when selling your home and to get the best price is the actual pricing. Now, pricing might have been a factor to you when you were picking an agent. Perhaps you interviewed a couple of people, or you're thinking about interviewing a couple of people. I just want to caution you, there are some agents out there that will tell you a really high price, or will say, what do you want to price it at? And you're $300,000 above market, and they're like, yeah, no problem, we can get you that. You want someone who's honest and is going to work with you and for you, not someone that's just going to tell you what you want to hear and have the home sit on the market for months and months and repeatedly come to you for a price reduction. That's really not what you want. I mean, from me, my goal for my sellers is to get you the highest price for your home in the shortest amount of time. Now, of course, I work for you, so if my clients want to test the market, I do that, and I've done it many times. But we also set a time frame. We say, all right, let's test the market, but let's give it a couple weeks, or let's give it a month max. And if we're not getting this price, or we're not finding people coming to the open house, or there's been no offers or no showings, this is what we're going to do. And we have a strategy for that. There's nothing wrong with testing the market. But here's something you need to know. We interpret the market as realtors, and especially when we have a lot of transaction experience, we can really say that this is what the market is telling us. Now, at the end of the day, some agents are just going to be adamant and set the price. I like to work with my clients. Let's make the decision together, but we'll definitely go over those comps. Let's compare your home to the comps out there, and let's decide what the best price is. And there's different ways to do this. You know, we could always price right at market. We could always go just a little bit below. We've been in a very strong seller's market, so what we've seen a lot of, and which is a strategy that tends to work and drive up your price a bit, is coming a little bit below and setting a date, a due date for all offers, and that tends to stir up a little bit of competition. Not everybody likes that. I know agents that can't stand showing properties that have a deadline because they just know that they're doing that to build up and to build up competition and get the high price, and so they'll maybe say to their buyers, oh, let's skip this one. But as a seller, you want the highest price for your home. At least you want the highest price for your home in the shortest period of time. That's the goal, right? You know? So I hope this information has been helpful to you if you're thinking about selling your home and wondering how to get the best price for your home. These are the 3 most important things. There's so many parts of the process, and I will be doing a video walking through the entire process of what you need to think about when it comes to selling your home. But for now, I also have more information for you in a guide that you can click below and fill out your information and get a copy of. Of course, like always, please subscribe to my YouTube channel if you like this video, if you found the information helpful. Put a like next to the video, and be sure to subscribe and click that bell so that you get more great information about selling or buying a home.